And finally, for today's episode, let's turn to Elizabeth Henry for a look at Adventist history.
This week, we hear about the life and ministry of Meri Kahinju.
Welcome to This Week in Adventist History. In the March 18, 1957 Australasian record, Pastor J.P. Sunkist reported, 73 believers were baptized during our visit to the Rwenzori mission, many of whom were won by faithful lay members like Meri Kahinju, who had won 9. But who was Meri Kahinju? Born in 1905 in the Bunyoro Kingdom to the BC clan, Meri Kahinju was a lay evangelist to the Rwenzoris and the first woman to serve as a preacher in Uganda. In July of 1946, she had a dream in which she heard a drum calling people to a meeting where a foreigner was to preach. No one knew what her dream meant. 3 months later, the first evangelistic efforts were arranged by Magdalene E. Lind at a place called Kazingo. Mary was among the 100 or so present, and at the end of 1 month, she was among 30 people baptized. Following her baptism, Mary moved to Kazingo and started house-to-house evangelism. She climbed mountains and crossed valleys, preaching and establishing churches in the mountains. She established a church in Mituma, Kasisi. In 1964, when war broke between the Bakunzo and the Batora tribes, Mary relocated to Nitsa. There, she opened a branch Sabbath school in her home, which later became the Rutuma Adventist Church in Kasisi, Western Uganda Field. Meri Kahinju died in 1996 at the age of 91. To learn the exciting details of the life and legacy of Meri Kahinju and many others, please visit the Encyclopedia of Seventh-day Adventists online at encyclopedia.adventist.org. This has been a look at This Week in Adventist History.